Hello Scorpio, this is your reading for November and I'm doing a different layout. I have a new stand and I hope you can see a little bit of that black here, but that's my new stand and well, I'm going to leave it like this for now. So this is you and this is sort of the story, what's going to happen. I'll be pulling more cards on this, so stay with me until that because there will be more explanations and I'll be ending with two message cards. One from the Moonology Oracle card deck and one from the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. So, Mother of Swords, Queen of Swords. Let me see. So I have to really look into my viewfinder to see whether I'm holding the card centered. This is a queen that wants you to be discerning. It wants you to really look at things, at the truth. It wants you to look a little bit with your head in the mix. Well, not a little bit, with your head in the mix. Because you need to see clearly. You need to see clearly with a rational mind so that you can make the right choices, the right decisions. This queen is with you in November. So if there are things that need to be decided on, that you have to, you're standing in front of a choice or a dilemma or sort of a crossroads, then you have to go to this queen of yours, this queen that is in your head, and not only the intense emotional queen, Scorpio, because Scorpio is an emotional sign. It's a very intense sign. So if this was the Queen of Cups, that would feel very natural to you, if that makes sense, because the Queen of Cups is very much in touch with her emotions and knows, and her intuition, and she knows how to deal with those emotions. But this Queen of Swords, the queen of the sort of colder queen, the more mental and rational queen, is often, I'm not saying that she's beyond you, that is not the case, but it's sometimes more difficult when you are in overwhelm or when you're drawn into something and you really don't know what to do. Then it's time to embrace this queen. And yeah, let's see where it's going to happen, or how. Well, Scorpio, you also have your own Queen of Cups here. I was speaking to the Queen of Cups. So it tells me that, I think I have to put this slide less intense. I have this new stand. It also came with a LED light, but it's for me, it's a glare that I don't like. So I'm going to disconnect it and see what happens. Okay, I think this is better. Anyway. So sorry that I'm experimenting on you. This is what happens when I get new toys to play with. Queen of Cups, yeah, she's there as well. So I feel that there will be something in November that is going to draw into your emotions, that is making you emotionally very, well, there is something here. I'm seeing this, I'm not seeing a lot of cups here. Well, I'm seeing a lot of cups, 1, 2, 3. What am I saying? So yes, I feel there is something. It could even be, something emotional happening. Someone coming into your life all of a sudden with, I'm not saying this is necessarily a proposal of love, but it could be. So for those that are single, there could be somebody new on the horizon. For those that are not single, this can be somebody from the past that comes back and that sort of stirs up some emotions in you. Now, because of this Queen of Swords, if this person comes in, I would really advise you, for singles and for people that are in a relationship, please keep your head in the game. Don't go all Queen of Cups with this, because this can be somebody who really stirs up deep emotions. So it could be like maybe your first love from the past that comes back in. And yeah, there are, the memories are stirred up, the memories, the connections are there from the past. They are coming up, all of them. But it's not, you're not needed. This is not someone you have to fall for or that you have to go into. So if that happens, if that someone shows up, or, you have maybe, this can be as simple as getting a reaction on your Facebook page or your social media, or maybe an email. It doesn't have to be an in-person encounter, but somebody from the past just, reacting to something you posted on your social media. And you see that reaction, and that stirs up all the memories from the past. Now, why am I saying that? Because I'm going to go here, because it feels like at the moment, in this moment of time, you are a little bit in a stalemate emotionally. Nothing new is happening, and it feels a little bit like, bruh. So when this person comes in, of course you're going to go in with your emotions. You want to dive in with your emotions. But this Queen of Swords says, you know what, don't do that. Just look and discern. Is this somebody that is going to come into your life? Probably not for the rest of your life. So don't do anything stupid. And that's what I would say. Now, why are you feeling like this? Why are you feeling a little bit more, a little bit down, a little bit bored on the emotional level, really? Because it's cups here. Because first of all, you're not seeing the good, you're not seeing the rainbow. And it feels like sometimes even you want to walk away from everything. Now, I'm not talking only about relationships here. I feel you're thinking about a lot of things, Scorpio, and it feels like you have been doing that for a while, like mulling over your life in general. And this could be a result of the whole COVID event that we had, a major event in our lives as a global thing, but also in our personal life, it has had impact. And many people, I've heard that from many people, have been looking back, especially people are a bit older, I feel, have been looking back and mulling things over and thinking about a lot of things they did in their lives before. And they sort of know, well, not all of them, but a lot of people know that, there's no going back to the way it was before, that we need to move on. This person's moving on. But the thoughts are there. And I feel that you are doing that a lot, Scorpio. Now, I'm going to, which I forgot to say in the beginning, this is a general reading. So this is for Scorpio in general. Now, if you don't resonate with this reading, please go and have a look at the rising sign video or the moon sign video if you know those signs, because that will give you more info. Now, if you don't resonate at all, leave it here. Please don't take it with you, because a general reading is what it is. It's general. It is a focus of me is drawn into these cards, and I go somewhere, and that could be not the case in your personal life. So yeah, that it's very difficult to read for all Scorpios. So that's why sometimes I get a focus and I zoom in on those Scorpios. Well, the cards zoom in and they ask me to zoom into that specific subject, and that could be going on in your life or not. So please take that with you and be reminded of that. But I feel here this Ma is also coming from all this, this thinking things over. Like, I feel there are thoughts of, okay, nothing is going to be like before because you're walking towards something new. You have to. Really what's happening now in the world, it's really wanting us to walk through this. Now, some people will do that, and some Scorpios will be very aware of doing that, and some Scorpios will not be doing that. But it brings up a lot. It brings up a lot of memories. It brings up a lot of thoughts. It brings up a lot of reflection on, also not only on the past, but also on how am I going to move forward? How am I going to incorporate what's happened? And how am I going to move forward from here on? Now, when then a person comes in, just, with a single message, can be just like that. This can bring up a whole ton of emotions. Now, fortunately, the Queen of Cups is in touch with her emotions. But I'm going to tell you one thing here. With this card, it feels a little bit to me like it's in a reversed position. It's like that. That's what it feels like to me. Like overwhelm, too much emotions. And then you forget to think. And that is not only because of that person coming in, but also because on the emotional level, it feels like there is a little bit of staleness, like nothing is new, everything's old, and I need something new. I need more intensity. I need to feel my emotions in a good way again, and I haven't been doing that, and it feels all a little bit more. Now, that's why I'm reading this card a little bit like overwhelm, because here it feels like you've seen it all, in maybe in this relationship, maybe in your job, maybe where you're living, maybe in another area of your life, and it doesn't feel sparkling to you anymore. It doesn't feel bright anymore. It doesn't feel like a rainbow. But of course, sometimes we have parts in life where we are going through a low, and then we need to climb again. Now, when then somebody comes in, they can stir up a lot of emotions, and not necessarily in a good way. It can be in an overwhelming way. And then you don't see what you need to do, and you feel like upside down. And that's why I'm going to put it like that anyway. But as I said, this is you. And this is really like an advice card. Go to that Queen of Swords. Distance yourself from all these emotions and look at it with a colder eye. Look at it a little bit more neutral, a little bit more objective, and look at your thoughts and look at the emotions. Why are you so feeling somewhere? Because this person, of course, they are stirring up your emotions because you're feeling up somewhere, but it's not going to be good if you go in overwhelm, because that could make you do stupid things. That 10 of Wands for me, it's like, yeah, you could walk away from something that you don't need to walk away from, or you don't want to walk away from, but you're doing it because you feel bored. So that could be a relationship, it can be a job, it can be a place where you live. Everything feels a little bit up in the air. And with this Ace of Wands here, I feel this ace is your inner desire. It is representing, again, with this next to it, I want some more fire in my life. I want to feel again. I want to feel passion again. I want to feel enthusiasm again. I want to feel energized by life again. But with this Four of Cups and this Ten of Wands, this is is quite a dark card, and you feel like, I want to walk away. I want to get out of this feeling, here, of this feeling of everything is, I've seen it all before. But the thing is, Scorpio, you haven't seen it all before, because that's impossible. You can't have seen everything before in your life. There's always new stuff to explore. And that is that rainbow, that is that one cup, but you're not looking at it. Look, this person is looking away from this cup. So it feels like you're sort of avoiding to look at the new things that are being presented to you. But with this Ten of Swords, walking towards the sunlight, I feel that is going to be the solution. When you can see this cup, when you can see the new things, then the fire comes in. And then you're going to walk away from this feeling. Yes, you can walk away from this feeling and then move on and move back into feeling more in life. I would really want you to say, if this happened, this is not going to happen for all Scorpios, but if it happens, really don't get drawn in. Don't get sucked in. Keep that neutral, You could respond, you could say hello, you could have a conversation, yes, but don't go into the overwhelm or into maybe there's an attraction even there. I would not do that, because that's going to make you do stupid things. That's how I see this card in a few ways, yes. In a way, it's also, if you dare to look into this moi feeling, and you're really looking into it, and you're saying, you know what, I need to get my life back together. I need to get my passion reignited. Then you really have to see what is new out there for you. And that can be totally different than the things you have in your life right now. Maybe you need to move to another location. Maybe you need to move to another job. Maybe you need to do something new in your own business if you are an entrepreneur. Maybe you need to do that so that you can create your passion again. You have to do that. You have to reignite that passion. It's not this person, because that would lead you to walk away from things and do stupid things. But if you can ignite your passion again, then you leave behind the moi feeling and you walk towards good things, because it is there. If you only need to see it, and that is going to be a little bit of a tricky thing this month. Now, I'm saying this is November, this is the reading for November. So in November, this is a month when the things get darker and we get more, we get more brooding, and because, the days get shorter in the Northern Hemisphere, they do. And then, we sometimes, because it's winter and the holidays are nearing, and we get into that mode of looking back and thinking, I've lost so much time, I've lost so much, I don't know what you've lost, but that's not true. That's just thoughts. It's not that. You didn't lose anything. Now let's get a few more cards out here. See, you have the choice. You have the choice to just, do nothing and stay in that moi. Or you can just ponder and see, what could you do? What can you learn from this experience from the past year, from really the past 2 years? And what can you do to reignite that passion? Because maybe you have to ponder some new things. This is really when, again, when this person comes in, and you're in overwhelm, it asks you to step away, truly. With the Four of Swords, it asks you to step away, to stay silently, or maybe not even silently. You can respond, I don't care, the cards don't care, as long as you don't get emotionally involved and sucked in. So stay in your corner and be quiet, or as quiet as possible. Yeah. Because if you're going for this person, this can be a new person. So if you're single, it's a person coming in. Can also be a person from the past. If you're in a relationship, someone from the past sticking their head up. But they're only going to remind you of heartache. And this card should be like this. Why is it upside down? But I don't do reversals. And this card didn't feel reversed. They're going to bring in this, and this is what you want to avoid. You want to avoid heartbreak. That's maybe why it came out like that, to give you advice to avoid that. I'm going to leave it like that anyway. Yeah, let's leave it like that. They want you to avoid this. So don't go into these charmer advances that could be made to you, because it's not going to bring you anything good. So stay in your corner, stay quiet, look at the things a little bit objectively, coldly. Yeah, be a little bit cold. Don't go into that, because it's going to bring you drama. You don't want that. You see, when you manage to look at something new, you manage to find something that is going to spark your energy. It's going to bring in a new cycle, the World card. It's also going to end that cycle of, I feel this is really you stepping into the new year in 2022, because we're really nearing the end of the year now, with new passion and enthusiasm. I feel this is really sort of symbolical for the year, the old year ending and the new year beginning. Now, this can be, for some can be earlier, for some it can be a little bit later, but there is a phase of your life that's going to be closed down. There's closure, there's finishings, there is an ending of a certain phase in your life, and you're entering a new phase. Now, this is like a big energy for a monthly reading, but I feel it's quite a big shift that is going to happen because of the other cards. I'm going to pull the last card, and then I'm going to read these two last cards. Okay, so the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. The Knight of Swords is, for me, a little bit connected with the Queen of Swords, Where the Queen of Swords is the one that, okay, she looks at it, but she doesn't really take action. Although she decides and she can choose, but this one is more active. Now I feel also that you have to cut out, doing stupid things. So don't do the stupid things. It's going to bring you heartache. And don't walk away from the good things in your life that you have. Do see the good things that you do have, and don't only focus on all the things that are going wrong at the moment, or that are making you feel bored, or everything is the same, blah blah. Not that. Don't go there. I mean, you will be there, but don't stay there. Don't stay in the feeling, because that's going to really drag you down, and then you may sort of walk away from all the goods, from the rainbow, from all the good stuff. You may even walk away from trying something new that ignites your passion, and not do anything. So this card is symbolically like he's coming in, this knight is coming in, cutting it out. This is not another person. This is just a card telling you to just cut it out already. Cut out that completely being entrenched and being dragged down by your own negativity, because that is bringing you nowhere, and it's going to make you feel stuck and stay stuck. But you have a choice to not stay there. And I love this card to end the reading with, as the last card, the Chariot, because the Chariot it's like you're taking control again. It's like you're really actively deciding, okay, I'm not going to stay in this part of the card, looking at all my failures, at all the bad things, at all the things that bore me to death and that bring me no joy, but I'm going to go actively looking for the rainbow again, finding something new that will spark me again, make me feel alive again. And that is a very conscious choice you're making. Again, choices. Here we have the black and the white Sphinx. There is an active choice. There is a choice of, taking control again. It's like you wake up at a certain point and you say, you know what? I'm just going to go take the reins of my chariot again, and I'm going to move into a direction that brings the spark back. There is a big transition going on here. I feel this is November, December, January. That these energies here are really going to play in these last 2 months, and even in the beginning of January for some, depending now how quickly you get out of this, of course, and how quickly you're taking the reins. But it is there, and it's quite big energy, because we have, just let me have a look. We didn't have that many major arcana cards. We have this one and this one, but they came out on top. So they're really like giving me an indication of a big change in the energy to shift you towards these two good cards, because these two good cards are very good. Please avoid this person. Well, not avoid, but don't get dragged or sucked into this person, because they may promise you the world and not going to happen. Anyway, let's see what the message cards say. So we have here one from Moonology, and we have one, the Enchanted Man. I'm sorry for the noises. I have to keep the window open because it's really hot. Well, it's not really hot, but it's still hot, and I really go ballistic if I have to put the aircon out. Sometimes I have to. Okay, a win-win outcome is forecast. So we see Libra here. We see the Libra full moon, where with the full moon you leave behind stuff, yes, and you release a pent-up energy. You release here this moi feeling. You're releasing that, and I feel that when you can do that, you bring more harmony in life. Libra is about bringing more balance, more equilibrium, more harmony. Libra loves harmony. They want to be things to be balanced in a good way, in a fair way. They want fairness. So there is a win-win outcome. I feel that when you can spark this energy again, when you manage to do that by being a little bit cold, then you're going to win for yourself. You're going to feel much, much better. So you're going to win on several fronts. You're going to win, like nothing is boring anymore. So there is like sparked energy, but you're also gaining a little bit more control over your emotions, over that emotional state where everything is an overwhelm, if you manage to stay away from the drama that a certain person may bring in from the past. One Ring Circus. Just let me get the booklet. And I have to close the window because, it is ridiculous. It is always the same when I do readings. It's always the same. It really is. Well, you should have been here last night around midnight. Nearly called the police on people because they were, I think it was a vuvuzela, that thing that they use on football games. And there was this idiot blowing that vuvuzela for like an hour. It was to go completely crazy. Anyway, this is besides the point. So, One Ring Circus. It says, you are capable and competent. So, I feel that One Ring Circus is also that Chariot. You are capable, you are competent, you have control. You also have not only control, but you also have the willpower to move forwards. You can do that. And then we have this Mother of Swords, the Queen of Swords, very independent queen. Queens are independent per se as well, like kings are. But this Queen of Swords is really like, okay, with a cold eye. With a cold eye. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision of resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Oh, wow. I'm going to read that again. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Here, maintain the boundaries. Stay in your corner. Stay away. I feel here this as well. Stay away. Stay away from that person. Cut this connection out. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationship and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. So I feel really that, this is sort of saying again, you can do that. You don't need somebody else, and you certainly don't need this person. It also wants you to have the boundaries between that person and yourself, so you can move away from that person because this person is not good for you. And sometimes you feel you need to go into that, but make sure that if this person shows up, you can really have the conversation. You can have fun on social media or something like that. It's not like you can't do that. It's not like you can have a bit of fun, but it needs to be fun with boundaries so that you don't get sucked into this person, because then it's going to be heartache, and you want to avoid heartache right now at this moment in your life, because already there is this component that could easily draw you into that situation with that person. And then you're not going to move forward. You're not going to reignite your passion, because that's going to bring heartache. So you may feel, butterflies or like this instant passion, yes, but it's not going to last. And then everything is going to go gray. So I would really, really consider not going there, and keep your eyes open with the Queen of Swords. You can do that, Scorpio. This was your November reading, Scorpio. If you like this reading, give me a like, leave a comment, give me some feedback, on what's happening in your life. I will always reply if you give me feedback. If you have a question, please don't hesitate to put them in the comments. I will always reply. Even if it's short, I will do so. I always check my messages. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider doing so. I'm planning on opening up another contest for the end of the year, really. I think I'm going to draw a winner on the 31st of December and then do the reading only for that person, announce them in the beginning of the new year. But you will be able to enter the contest until December 31st in any of the videos. So don't worry, just put the special word, the magic word in the video, and that is Angel 2022. So Angel 2022, like that. Angel 2022. That's all you need to do. Put that in the comment box on YouTube, on Instagram, I don't care where, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Twitter. You can do it anywhere. I will consider them all. And the draw will be on the 31st of December. The announcement will be in the first week of January. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, do so now, because there will also be coming up special offers on my website with special readings at special prices, so that you can have a sneak peek in 2022. Also, there will be readings coming up. There will be a reading for the career for the first quarter. There will be a sneak peek into 2022 as well for all the signs. So if you are subscribed and you have clicked that alarm bell, you know when the new reading is up, and then you can have a look. You can look for your sign, and I do not bring the signs out all at once. I do it every day, a few. So you will have to wait and see when your sign or your signs, remember sun, rising, or moon signs are up. I think that's all I have to announce here. And for now, I wish you all the best during November, and we see each other back quite soon. Bye, Scorpio.